That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. Gone way up into the upper deck. Into the second deck it goes, and we're all square. It's 2-2.
How in the world did he manage to hit that one out? It wasn't even in the strike zone. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. The slight opposite field into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
So digging in, Garrett Mitchell. And base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Batting fifth, the left fielder.
And now, Sal Frelick. Runner on the move. Ball misses. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe it back against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Pickoff move to second. Mitchell back on a dive. Mitchell, the runner at second with one away. Runner on the go again. Strike in there. And the throw, he's out at third.
Well, I could see he had a big lead out there at second base, so it wasn't a shock when he took off. But trying to steal third right there, it's kind of risky, man. You're already in scoring position, so you've got to make sure that you can make it there safely. That wasn't the case.
2 outs. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Tied up here in the early going. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. 2 runs for Milwaukee on the dinger. Back at target field, all set for the start of the inning. Here's Ben Gamble. Peralta back to work. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff for the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And that's a home run into the upper deck. He sends it into the second deck, and they jump ahead in the second. It's 3-2.
They wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
Altuve, a guy who loves the first pitch, that time taking. And it's 0-1. And a big swing and a miss.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
On the ground to third. And they get Altuve for the out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter. And a tough one at that.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Laser could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 1. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. Up the middle, base hit. That was smoke through the infield. The throw in.
Well done. Drives in the run. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Ripped on a line to center. Snags it on the run. And that is that. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Astros 4 and the Brewers 2. And we're back. Rhys Hoskins to the plate.
The first baseman, Rhys Hoskins.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. And it beats him for the first out after the drop third strike.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
1 down, base is empty. And that one fouled off. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone. By the time it got to the plate, people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to...
Swings here and blasts one left field, and it hits the fence. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The relay throw. And he's into second with a double. And man, just shy of a homer on that one.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Nice line drive to pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
So runner at second, 2 down. Bryce Turang up now for the Brewers. First pitch misses. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Popped up. Pena. He makes the grab, and that is that. Brewers back in Minnesota, and now Yainer Diaz. A little out front there as he swings through it.
I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
Hoskins takes it to the bag. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Now batting,
Jeremy Pena will hit next.
Pena.
Shortened a bunt and missed it. It's 0-1. Pena, a former Gold Glove winner, batting 6th in today's lineup. And he was born in the Dominican Republic. 1 out, base is empty. And before the pitch, he steps off. And that's in the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Started after the 1-2 pitch. Appeal to first. No swing. He held up. Carl Dixon with the call there. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there, he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
Next offering is downstairs.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And he grounds one to the right side. He steps on the bag, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing there for Houston, but they still lead this one 4-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Jackson Chourio. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-1.
And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Up with it. Fires to first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
That was perfect execution of that curveball. Down and in. He gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then it just falls off the table and almost hits you in the back foot.
Makes the catch. That's out number 2. Next for the Brewers, William Contreras. He's already homered in this game. Pitch is in there, and that is strike 1. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Boog, it looked like that curveball backed up on him, and although it's a mistake, it works out really good for the pitcher. The hitter's timed it up, expects it to be to a certain spot, and it just doesn't get there.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Throw to first. In time.
He's out.
So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. Back at Target Field, new inning getting started. And now the right fielder, Ben Gamel. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, these Astros showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
Myers batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him for some runs. And hopefully that bullpen phone is working today.
Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. The changeup missing, and the count's even at 2. And that skips in the dirt.
Full count.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Astros.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
2-0.
And that's downstairs and outside. There's a strike.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
And it's fouled away. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today. Nothing doing for the offense. And we're back. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Garrett Mitchell. Popped up first base side. Walker trying to get there. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 away. And stepping in is the speedy Sal Frelick. There's a swing and a miss.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. Transfer bobbled, and there's no throw. Move to second. Freeland dives back in safely. One out and a runner at second. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Now back to second. Tag, and he got him that time.
It's so rare that the pitcher is able to be that quick and make an accurate throw to second base. It's just not a normal thing for him to do, but does a really nice job there of getting it to that middle infielder and the tag being put on the runner. Nice pickoff right there.
That one to first. Handles, throws to first, and that ends the inning. Back in Minnesota, ready now for the fifth inning, and stepping in for the Astros, Isaac Paredes. And that's off the inside edge, and it's 1-0. Gets the outside corner with that one. And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 1-2. Out to short. Dives, and he can't hang on. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Here's Yordan Alvarez. That one catches the zone. Strike one.
Well, these Astros, simply put, are producing a lot of quality.
Meanwhile, this pitch gets away. Not in time. He's safe. Paredes into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. There's a swing and a drive. And it's off the wall. Throws to second. And he's in there. A run comes in on the play.
He has had such a good day today. I don't think he's going to want to leave when it's over.
Couple of doubles today for the DH. And now it's Christian Walker. And that drops in for a strike. Swung on, belted. Way back there. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. He's in there.
Comes through with the RBI. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight.
In the air to left center. Mitchell going after it. And he makes the catch. Runner tagging from third. He scores on the sac fly, and the lead is up to 5.
No, that's the third run of the inning, and this team is doing a nice job of executing at the plate right now.
Jeremy Pena digs in now. And that one is lifted in the air. Chourio. 2 down. So up next, Chas McCormick. In there, and it's 0-1. Ball one there.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
Dunn makes the catch, inning over. So they get 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and nobody left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Astros 7 and the Brewers 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Up now for Milwaukee, Oliver Dunn. Valdez back to work. Swings through that one for strike one.
Well, these Brewers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
He swings and fouls one off. Popped up. Altuve. And it's caught for the out. Next for Milwaukee, Joseph Ortiz. And first offering is fouled off. The Astros leading by 5, last half of inning number 5. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
The batter, number 2.
2 down, base is
Second
empty.
baseman,
Next for the Brewers, Bryce Terang. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And it drops in. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order. And oh no, it's out of play. Just a terrible throw there.
Making accurate throws from the outfield is a lot easier said than done, Boog, and I would know. Everything has to line up perfectly because the smallest miscalculation throwing from that distance will send the ball completely off target, and it just cost him a run.
Now here is Jackson Chourio. And a swing and a miss.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
Up the middle. Whips it to first. And that is that. A hit. Back at Target Field. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6.
No.
And stepping in for the Astros, Ben. And here comes the
Pitching from the
Nick
Brewers.
Mears gets the ball now.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Gets a piece and stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Had him out front for strike 3. So digging in, Jake Myers. And a foul ball. Mears, 28 years old. And they went out and made a trade for him last season. Base is empty, 1 away. And we're in the top half of the 6th. That hits the dirt. Now 1 and 2.
1-2.
Center field. Mitchell sizes this one up. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jose.
Back to the top of the lineup. Jose Altuve up to hit here. 0 for 3 in this one. Just
that's
missed.
too low.
And that's in the dirt. Next pitch is outside.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
And a swing and a miss.
Full count.
And there's ball 4.
Close pitch there, but you got to forget about that call if you're out on the mound. You can't let it affect you going forward. You've got to get out of the inning first.